Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday from Red Barn Consulting, aka Tilly the RV. Um, it's been kind of a wild week. Jen's on vacation. She is headed back from Cancun, though, and will be back at the Red Barn on Monday. So, although I'm sure she said the vacation is over, I'm sure happy she'll be back. It's just been crazy. Anyway, I neglected to come live and share my Thursday email with everybody, so we're going to do it today. Give me a second. Let me just pull it up and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So, hey there, sunshine. Grab a cup of coffee and let's rock and roll. I've been up a bit, knee deep looking at Airbnbs in Tel Aviv. Very true, but a fascinating city, and damn, I love plotting a grand adventure. Anyway, on to today's musings. I hope you did all the exercises from last week, the dreamlining, the fear casting, because today I want to share how I financially make all my magic happen because I get asked a lot how Dave and I can afford our lifestyle. First and foremost, I never say I can't afford something. I just don't think that way. What I do is figure out how much money I need to get what I want, and then I go earn it. Luck has nothing to do with it. It's called being resourceful, not afraid of the hustle, and just taking action. I go backward. For instance, take the sabbatical I'm going on, 4 to 5 countries, 4 to 6 months. Here's how I'm making it happen. I started by identifying my deep purpose around doing it. This keeps me focused, yearning, and when the shit hits the fan, it keeps me resilient. Yeah, my plans usually end up with some kind of kinks. All good because it's part of the journey called life. Next, I look at all the pieces that need to be funded. Currently, I'm breaking down the trip into pieces: airfare, lodging, food, car, fun, etc., and putting a dollar amount to each of them. I'm also tapping into my network of experts who have done what I want to do, at least in part. This way, I'll make the least amount of oh shits in the plotting process. I don't need to know all the answers as I'm not planning this down to the nanosecond. In fact, I'm going to Israel first and then booking all other travel as I go. But I'll know the best times to travel, the cheapest and safest routes. So I'm not running blind, but I'm also not tied to a damn schedule. Once I get a ballpark on the numbers, I'm estimating around $50,000, give or take. I then figure out how I'm going to get the money to make that happen. I do this with everything I want. This way, nothing is off the table. It's a fun little game for me and it pushes me outside my comfort zone. Living my lifestyle requires me to be resourceful and not relying on anything or anyone. I have to be able to figure it out on the fly. So here are my tips. Don't rely on one source of income. Have multiples in different sectors. I have rental properties with Dave, flip a house here and there like we're doing now, network marketing income, Red Barn, stocks. I white label myself for other smart people in their companies. I do business coaching. I sell my art. Hell, I'd go be a tour guide if it meant I could go hang with a Sherpa for a weekend. Residual income is better than not. I want to make money when I'm not working. Part of my lifestyle is all about freedom, not William Wallace style. Well, kind of. I don't want to be a slave to anything or anyone, and I'm a tad independent that way. Be open to new business and money making opportunities. I can't tell you how many times I've taken on a project for 3 months to make a 5 figure bump. It may take some juggling, but hey, it's 5 figures and sometimes even six. You have to be willing to spend money to make money. There, I said it. Stop being so frugal with your dollars. You know you can't take it with you, right? Risk taker needs to be in your bio, unless, of course, you don't want to change anything in your life. If so, totally cool. Me, risk taker is my middle name. Realize all your ideas won't pan out, and sometimes you'll lose, but many times you'll win. It's part of the journey. All those mess ups, losses, they teach you something valuable. They teach some really valuable lessons. What I'm describing is a growth mindset. Learn to work backward when it comes to achieving your dreams. It's how you get to live your life by design. Don't say I have $10,000, what can I do? Say I'm going to do X. Now I need to figure out how to make that happen. Hit reply and let me know if you think I'm crazy, because I'm curious cat and all. Okay, back to finding some cool digs in Tel Aviv. Oh, and these are only for when I'm not couch surfing on a friend, a friend of a friend's futon, because that is totally happening. So that is my Thursday email coming to you on Friday here at the Red Barn. But it's truly how Dave and I really kind of do things. More so me than Dave. Dave is much more of a plotter and a planner than I am. But even when we decided to hit the road full time in the RV, it was like, okay, what do I need to do to make that happen? I picked a date, which was Dave's 50th birthday, and that's the exact day we closed on the house. I mean, exact day, July 24th, 2019 is when we were officially houseless. Um, but I started that process 4 years ahead. And then, I had a master list of things that needed to get done in order to get there. But I didn't dwell on like, oh my God, we're going to need this much money, that much money. No, it was like, what do I want? And then backwards. So the same thing with this sabbatical. Um, I'm tapping into our dear friend Susan Farewell Travels, and she's going to help. I mean, she's done this. This is what she does. She plans these massive, trips and vacations. So I'm going to tap into her wisdom. The only gap right now is really India, and I would really love to go to India, but I'm only going to do that if I can have somebody we can connect with on the ground there, because India is a massive city, but really and it's a fear thing, but it's real. Like I truly don't want to get sick while I'm there. And there's, just the water situation is a tough one in India, because a lot of the bottled water I've heard is really just tap water and you can get sick from it. So it's just kind of learning that part of the journey in India. And I know many people have had amazing experiences there. So I'm figuring that out, but we have time for it. So like I said, we're going to start in Israel. And I think we might want to spend like a month there. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. But from Israel, we're going to travel to Jordan because I really want to see the ancient city of Petra. Um, and because of the political stuff that's happening, there's certain countries you can't go to after you have a stamp in your passport. So starting in Israel is great, because then from Israel we can go to other countries. But if I went to other countries, I might not be able to get into Israel with my passport. At least that's what I've been told. So, but it's all good. I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll spend, time in the Middle East until we don't want to be there anymore. And then we're going to figure out the whole Asia piece of it, going to Nepal and going to India. So it's wild. It's just wild. I don't know how long we're going to be gone. And there are some details that we need to figure out, like, what we're going to do with Tilly the RV, who's going to manage it. We're thinking we might rent it out. And we may not, like, I don't know. So we have to figure that piece out. And, it's going to take, this is a huge endeavor that there's a lot of moving pieces, but right now we want to get the reno house done. We're getting really close. So kitchen cabinets are scheduled to all go in next week. Dave and I are going to finish up the master bath hopefully this weekend, get the drywall out of the tub, get all the tile done. So it's getting close. It's getting really close. And did I tell you Jen's back on Monday? Anyway, have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.